Alright, well, I'm not dead again. I've been off for about a week or so, but I want to talk about something before I get into the video, and I want to show you guys what has happened in my life within the last week. Let me get him. This is Hercules. So this is my brand new puppy dog that I just got. We've had him for about a week or so now. And he's been a good boy, except for a couple of issues. One of those issues being a week ago, or about maybe a couple days ago, I was trying to make a video for you guys, and the reason why I haven't been able to make a video in quite some time is that somebody who I was trying to introduce a couple of days ago chewed into my microphone cord. I was like 16-minute video, and not knowing that this dude had chewed in my stuff. So I don't know where he's going, but yeah, new puppy dog. Oh dear God. Okay. Bye. All right, so let's get into the video. Alright, so this video had been planned out for quite some time. Like I said in my intro, the reason why I hadn't been doing it is because my new puppy dog, but this is something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time, and this is going to be a two-parter video. In this video, we are going to be talking about what's kind of been going on with Titanfall, with the DNA Titanfall newsletter that we got, like a Christmas newsletter we got from Respawn talking about Titanfall's in its DNA. It's been pretty much a meme at this point. A lot of people have been kind of getting into of just how ridiculous the whole Titanfall DNA is. This is not the first time that we've heard Respawn say that Titanfall's in their DNA. It's just a very odd thing to say. And I know I'm unironically wearing Apex. I just thought it was kind of funny. As the community manager of Titanfall, you know, you got to embrace the future, and the future is the Apex universe. So this is just going to be a conversation. We are literally just going to be talking about what has been going on with the past couple of days with this weird newsletter. We've been seeing different issues of a lot of recent devs that have been a part of Respawn for quite some time now leaving, even with recent news with Recon departing. Respawn, it's just been an odd feeling as somebody that has been a fan for quite some time of what Respawn's been able to create, and just seeing the hopes of there ever being an expansion onto the Titanfall franchise just really dying out. I know for some people that might have been, you know, something they've just already known for quite some time, and I totally get that, and I'm right there with you. My intention really is just to kind of talk about exactly what's been going on, talk about both sides. I know some people are really just tired of just hearing about Titanfall. I know there's some people out there that are just really adamant of like, damn you Respawn, what the hell is going on? Why are you, doing this and that? Why are you not fixing a product that I've already, you have out, you have issues, there have been known issues for quite some time. Why are you not addressing them? There's some people that are just tired of hearing that bitching, moaning, and complaining. I get that side, but I also get the side too of people that are wanting this game to be playable. They want to play Titanfall. They want to stream it. They want to create content for it, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. They should be able to create content of a game that should be fixed, should be playable, but for some reason Respawn is not addressing the issue with this. Yeah, it was supposed to be ASAP several months ago, but I mean, it's kind of ridiculous exactly where Titanfall 2 is at currently right now with the amount of praise that the Titanfall franchise, Titanfall 2 in particular, have gotten over the past several years. I mean, it's incredible to get, go IGN or GameSpot or so many different places, different news, gaming news articles and stuff like that have been written about Titanfall. Even, definitely a lot of different fans, even T-Pain, I think, came out of a fan being, for Titanfall and Titanfall 2. It's just odd to see the treatment that the game is getting with the amount of different celebrities or game journalists that have come out saying, wow, Titanfall 2, it's a great franchise. It's just sad to see what's happened to it, especially with what's happening in Titanfall 1. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the news, especially with some of the things that have kind of progressed and gone on. A little bit more things have come out since this newsletter, the DNA newsletter. So yeah, this is actually one thing that dropped, on December 1st. This was just, it was a very odd. I'm not gonna reread it. I think a lot of people have actually watched my goofy interpretation of what Respawn is trying to say in this newsletter. But long story short, they're shutting off, pretty much you cannot buy the Titanfall 1 game. They're gonna be ending the subscription services that, EA or Xbox Live has with Titanfall on March 1st. And this is kind of a weird thing. I mean, for the longest time, EA, Respawn, they have been selling Titanfall 1, knowing it's been having issues for several years now, but for some reason just now are ending the server. Like, apparently the servers are still going to be live, but they're not going to be selling the game or having it on subscription services. And the odd thing about it is that, like, okay, yeah, you're ending the game sales and whatnot. You've already made so much money off of those game sales, knowing you're selling a defective product. But at this point, I mean, how long are the servers going to be up? Like, the servers can't be up for more. I guarantee the servers with with Titanfall 1 are probably going to be down within 6 months or maybe even a year. Even if you can play it. I know the PC side, it is like you are not able to play it. I know Xbox, I think you here and there you can actually get into games and the servers and stuff like that. But it's just a weird newsletter, a weird article, or a weird little message from Respawn saying, hey, DNA, you know, Titanfall is part of our DNA. And they actually had to say it twice in it, which makes it even weird about just why Respawn is continuing to want to just push this thing of Titanfall is a part of our DNA, as the core of Respawn's DNA. But seeing the treatment of Titanfall 1 over several years, and with that game having so many issues, with Titanfall 2 still to this day dealing with DDoS attacks to where players are not able to play the game, stream the game, make content for the game, is it really part of your DNA? Is it really part of your core of Respawn? It's not. It's Apex Legends. You know, you created that universe from Titanfall into Apex Legends. And it's sad to see exactly what has happened. Now, this is not anything new with some people out there knowing that a lot of devs within Respawn have actually left. A lot of people that were really in the weeds when it comes to the development of Titanfall and Titanfall 2 have left Respawn. And we'll get into that in just a second. I got a lot of tabs open for you guys. I really do. I got a lot of tabs. So, like I said, that is not the first time that we've heard that Titanfall is part of our DNA. This was a message sent out in September. Titanfall is the very core of our DNA. Which is why we're shutting down, or we're stopping the sales of a broken game. A game that's been broken for some time now. We're ending the sales. It's so odd. It's so odd to know that we've been dealing with issues for so long with the Titanfall franchise that now, I mean, in December, Titanfall 1, it's pretty much dead. I mean, soon on its heels is going to be Titanfall 2, but just wanted to point it out. This was the first time I think that we heard that Titanfall is the very core of our DNA. Yeah, I want to get into this. I mean, it's been it's been quite a long time since ASAP fixes were coming to the Titanfall community with Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 fixes and whatnot with DDoSing that was addressed April 5th. That's when they talked about this. April 5th is when the first communication came out saying we are understanding that the DDoS attacks are happening and affecting the Titanfall games. Help is coming ASAP. However, later on we came to find out there was only like maybe 2 or 3 people that were involved in actually fixing the DDoS attacks issues. Now, I'll even say this too, with the amount of drama that happening with the people on whatever side you were on pointing fingers, and even I know covering some of that stuff, which I feel bad about talking about it at this point because of stuff that have come out on people that were you know, going against each other, which that had malintention with it. It just sucks to know that the game was having issues, and within the Titanfall community, we were having our own issues that were not helping out the situation whatsoever. But still, just wanted to say, you know what, we've known about this for quite some time. ASAP just did not mean ASAP, I guess, when it comes to the fixing of this. I wanted to point this out as well. So this was back in May, that even Alpha Intel, so the Apex Legends Titanfall type Twitter account kind of covers some of the news and stuff like that kind of gets pushed down. PSA, Titanfall once again is totally unplayable on PC. It's been going on for so long. It has been an issue for so long. But the funny thing is that we've been talking about it for several months now, that Respawn is still continuing to sell Titanfall 1 even though they know it's unplayable. And the one thing that I think a lot of people have come out with is that, look, don't just discontinue the game. Don't just end the game sales or anything. Make it a free-to-play game. Fix the issues like you've talked about for quite some time, saying ASAP, fixes are coming. We are going to fix the server, but we're also going to make it free to play. Titanfall is a very part of our core. It's the core of our DNA of this company. Make it free to play. But for some reason, Titanfall is the very core of your DNA. And we're just going to cut it. We're going to cut our losses. And with Titanfall 2, eventually we're going to cut our losses too. At least from what I'm seeing with the lack of help whatsoever when it comes to the DDoS issues with Titanfall. So I said there's a lot of developers that were within Respawn that were a part of Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2's development and pushing out content for those games and whatnot. But a lot of those people have left. To tell you the truth, I don't know of too many developers within Respawn that were attached with Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and that's why I don't think you're seeing any push whatsoever for Titanfall 3. I think the individuals, the developers that were part of those two games are gone, so they're not going to be pushing any type of Titanfall 3 news. Even though, I mean, even Vince Appella said, you know, we're talking about maybe the T word, the Titanfall game. But I'm pretty sure the Titanfall that he was talking about was the DLC in Apex Legends with Valkyrie. It's just... I feel bad, like I really do. I feel bad for the Titanfall community because you've been tossed and turned, thrown which way or the other, thrown under the bus, forgotten about, and everything else. But damn it, man, there are people that are still so passionate about this game, and it just, I feel bad for the way that they've been treated. And I don't think there's any future whatsoever with Titanfall. I really don't. I think it's going to be all Apex Legends stuff, and that's just sad to see because of, like I said, so many people that have come out saying, yeah, Titanfall, the Titanfall franchise, Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, the movement, the combat, the Titans and stuff like that, amazing, great, awesome. Would love to see a Titanfall 3. Not gonna happen. You know what? This is actually a question I brought up in that video, the video that I was trying to make a couple of days ago that had technical issues with. One of those things I actually talked about was with Garza, with Recon. Not knowing exactly what was Recon's status. You know, somebody that had come out, you know, talking about, you know, there wasn't really any development whatsoever of Titanfall within Respawn. I really don't think he was supposed to say that. I'm happy that he did, though. I feel like out of anybody that has been upfront with us about anything that's been happening within Respawn, when it comes especially to the Titanfall franchise, the dude has been upfront. I have a lot of respect for Recon. I have a lot of respect for Garza. And I'm pissed about what has happened since him talking about, yeah, Respawn really doesn't have any drive whatsoever to go into Titanfall. And come to find out that that Garza Recon actually has left Respawn. Garza, if you watch this thing, man, I have nothing but respect for you. I have nothing but love for you. I really hope you're okay. And I hope whatever you're going through, man, I hope you are going through it well. And I hope that you know that you have a lot of people out here that love you and really appreciative of what you have done for the Titanfall community. Even to this point where we know that the future is not so bright for the Titanfall franchise from what we understand. So last thing I want to talk about is this, and this is one thing that a lot of people have been talking about. Even Iniquity has been pushing this out, and a lot of people have been trying to get they've been trying to reach out to Respawn saying, hey EA, hey Respawn, can you talk about the DDoSing issues? Again, they've been talked about for so long. It's something we've been dealing with, but even with Titanfall forever, Titanfall 2 being DDoSed again. We got the zoomies right now. If you can see in my corner, I don't know. Maybe he'll run by. My boy Hercules is running around like a madman. I think we get to this point where I'm sad to see exactly what's happened to the Titanfall franchise, with the drama, with the issues that we're going within the community itself. But just the way that the Titanfall community is being dealt with from the people that actually created this universe, that created this franchise, with just from what it seems like the lack of any support whatsoever when it comes to the most recent Titanfall game that came out that still is having issues. I don't think we're going to be seeing any issues and the DDoSing addressed anytime soon, which is a sad thing to say, because I mean, again, there's some people out there that want to create content, they want to do stuff with Titanfall, stream it and whatnot, but they're unable to because of the DDoSing. That does affect people's lives. I don't think Respawn really gives a damn, which is sad to say, but which is weird. I mean, Respawn created this franchise, created this community from this game, and it's just like, man, you could not care less. I mean, my perspective, they could not care less about the Titanfall community. And it just sucked, man. So going from this, my next video, I want to talk about kind of the drama that's been happening with Battlefield 2042, with Vince Appella joining the fray of pretty much having control over the Battlefield franchise and seeing how the treatment has been for Titanfall. And now Vince going over to Battlefield 2042. I honestly don't have a whole lot of high hope for the Battlefield franchise. Titanfall has gone from a great first-person, multiplayer experience shooter, arcade shooter, to now a cartoon, hero shooter BR. That I feel like the Battlefield franchise is going to be going down that route as well. But with this, man, it's just sad to see exactly what's been happening to Titanfall. And to anybody out there within the Titanfall community that's watching this, that's gotten to this point, you have my love, you have my respect, and I'm sorry that the way that you're being treated. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please have a great rest of the day. Please check out my Battlefield video talking about Vince Zampella and a lot of changes coming to the Battlefield franchise. Check out that video. Let me know what you guys think about that. But hope you enjoyed the video. Again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about what's happened to the Titanfall franchise. Have a great rest of the day. Look forward to talking to you guys all next time.